I was trading from a Paperclip, and in 7 trades, we got up to a power bank. I'm just recording this now because in the future, I want to keep trading to see where this goes. It's pretty nice. It's not old or anything. And I was just super surprised by the generosity of people, so. This year was the year I quit my job working for the Japanese government and moved to Tokyo from northern Japan. Tokyo has always been a very special place to me. It's the biggest city in the world, and I still remember the feeling I used to get coming here on vacation. And that was the feeling that anything is possible in a city like this. And I always thought if you could just meet and talk to the right people, you could do or be anything here. And a few months ago, I got my first taste of this kind of Tokyo-ness. See, I decided to do a trade challenge at Shibuya Halloween this year. Long story short, I walked around with this sign and my friend, and I traded a bobby pin up to this portable battery right here in about 2.5 hours and just 7 trades with random people on the street. Now initially, this idea was just made to enjoy Halloween and chat with people, but it got me thinking, if I could turn something worth 5 cents into about $20 with a bunch of random people on the street, how far could I go if I really put my mind to it? I mean, with over 35 million people in Tokyo, I personally think there has to be some way I can trade this up into something awesome. That being said, Tokyo and Japan in general are completely different culturally from the West. Garage sales aren't really a thing here, and I don't know the ins and outs of doing trades in Japan. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure I'll be doing most of the trading with Japanese people, which means most of the trading is going to be done in Japanese.
All right, guys, going into the shop now. Let's see how they react.
Now, you know what I always wanted when I was a kid? A base set Charizard. I collected Pokemon cards as a kid, but I never ended up getting one. And now, all the first edition English ones are worth like $1 billion. And to be totally honest, they're way out of my price range. After all, have you guys seen the Japanese yen recently? So long story short, money is different here and I can't buy a Charizard. Or can I? What if I bought a Japanese one? I looked online and it looks like they cost about 40,000 yen. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm just in the middle of editing my video and I wanted to relook up the price of the Charizard, and I did, and it turns out the actual price of the base set Charizard that I want in Japanese is about 100,000 yen. In like really bad condition even. Now if you want to know how I got tricked, you can take a look at this reel that I just posted on my channel. It should be up now. Back to the video. Think of this challenge as more of an experiment. Is it even going to be possible to do a trade-up challenge like this in Japan? Is it going to have to be with people on the street? Will it work with people in shops? Am I even going to be able to get permission to actually film any of it? These are all questions I don't have any answers to right now, but I plan on learning with you guys through trial and error along the way. And speaking about going outside and actually doing the challenge, I came prepared with a new Kanban. The new signboard. This side and this side, I made it double-sided this time. So hopefully it'll help me get my foot in the door in at least one shop. But enough talking. Let's head out this weekend and make some deals. So we are in Akihabara right now. Seeing how I have a mobile battery, I thought this would be the best place to find some shops to maybe trade some electronics. I kind of feel like everybody maybe wants or needs a mobile battery, but shops in particular have a really good selection. So even though I've got quite a lot of looks from people, and I've actually talked with a few people, even just coming here, I think we can probably get a better chance of getting some good trades in shops if they allow it. I have a few places in mind to check out first, so let's get started and let's go see if we can make some trades. I wanted to get some advice first, so my first stop was Daikokuya, the biggest pawn shop in Japan, where I got some bad news. So I just came to Daikokuya here in the background. I tried asking them if I could trade in, or even if mobile batteries are something they take. Turns out they don't, just because it's hard to kind of add a price to it really. She also said that other stores probably wouldn't take it either, so it looks like it's time to try plan B. My second plan is to try and trade with people just walking around. So today is Sunday, the road's completely blocked off, and hopefully that means I'll have a lot of space to make some trades. Looks like it's just me and the people outside. let the trading begin. 交換しましょう。交換しましょう。
ありがとうございました。
交換しましょうか。割れしべ長者チャレンジはやってます。割れしべ長者チャレンジ。Oh no! And I dropped the bet. It's fine. It's fine. We're trading it. 交換しましょう。交換しましょう。交換しましょう。交換しましょう。交換しましょう。今割れしべ長者チャレンジはやってます。
あとで。
後で。交換しましょう。今モバイルバッテリーまで。
モバイルバッテリー。なんかあるかな。
モバイルバッテリー以上はちょっと難しい感じですけど聞かないといけないですよ。なさそうだったら全然大丈夫ですね。
普通にプレゼントあげますよ。
お、ありがとうございます。はい、交換チャレンジの中ではこのモバイルバッテリーまで交換するの難しいんですけど、この優しい人にこの回路をもらいました。すごく優しい人ですね。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
It's worth only about 20 yen, but it's pretty useful for the right person, so I'm actually pretty happy to add it to the challenge. いかがでしょう。交換しましょう。僕、回路とモバイルバッテリーまで交換し続けましたが、
ごめんなさい、面白いものがないから頑張ってください。
はい、頑張ります。そうですよ。交換しましょうよ。モバイルバッテリーまで交換し続けて。
今でももっといいやつないよお兄さん。ごめんないわ。
はい交換しましょう。今割れしべ長者チャレンジはやってます。交換しましょう。
交換ですか。
今割れしべ長者チャレンジやってます。良好中ですか。おお、荷物たくさんありますね。すごい。交換相手としては最高じゃないですか。モバイルバッテリー欲しかったらそれまあ1500円くらいかな。分のなんか価値みたいな。で、回路はちょっとわかんないです。回路は多分、回路はちっちゃいもので。
食べ物でもいいんですか。
ああ、まあ飽きてない場合は多分。
萩の月仙台の。
おお、ああいいですね。あ、交換しましょう。
交換しましょう。
交換しましょう。ありがとうございます。はい。Well, it turns out the mobile battery is extremely hard to trade for, but we got a Sendai kind of omiyage and a closed box, so maybe this is better than the pocket warmer we had before, and hopefully we can trade this up for something else. I really need to get rid of this mobile battery, but we'll see. I don't know, it's not looking good. It's really hard to trade. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but this Japanese snack was actually pretty pricey, with this one box coming in at a whopping 480 yen. That's over 25 times my value. Not too shabby. 今、交換チャレンジはやってて、僕の血液交換できたら何かもらえますか？
そういうのダメなの。そういうものは渡すことができなくて。
ああですね。交換しましょう。今、割れしべ長者チャレンジはやってます。モバイルバッテリー一つとこの仙台のお土産みたいなあるんですけど、交換できそうなものありますか？ Then I met the pocket warmer guy again. He was actually here to survey people. 交換しましょう。So I thought I'd give him some advice. 何か看板作らないといけないんですよ、多分。アンケートだと。
確かに。
And I ended up doing a survey for him. I'm glad I was able to trade him something after all. 交換しましょう。まあ割れしべ長者チャレンジはやってるんで。
今これしか持ってない。
いや
フライヤーでよければ。
はい。
フライヤーだけあげるね。
割れしべ長者いかがですか？交換しましょう。まあモバイルバッテリーまで交換し続けて。割れしべ長者チャレンジですけど、
萩の月とモバイルバッテリー
交換するチャレンジで、これ多分まあ1500円くらいで、これはちょっとわかんない300円くらいだけど。
萩の月俺もらおうかな。いいですか、参加してじゃあ。
お！ I couldn't believe it. This guy just pulled a deck of Pokemon cards.
カードでもいいですか？
カードでもいいですよ。
じゃあ俺その萩の月とじゃあ最新弾シャイニートレジャーのパルディアの学生どうですか？
おお。
SR。
SR。ぜひ
これ
ぜひ。
欲しいのある？
最後はリザドンだけど、やっぱり目的はポケモンカードだから、ポケモンカードはちょうどいいなと思って。
リザドン渡しちゃダメなんだ。
そうで、まあそれはそうです。さ
すがに早い。
それは早い。それは早い。
俺萩の好きだから多分これぐらいでしょ。萩の好きうまいもんね。うまいから。
いや、新品です。新品です。確認しました。
やっぱここ料理長の強さ見せてほしいよね。オリジンディアルガぐらい悪くないね。これオリジンディアルガ UR。
おお。いくらするんですか？
これ3500円ぐらい
本当？
本当だよ。全然するよ。
でこれが多分1500円ぐらい。
うわーめっちゃ嬉しいですね。イエーイ。このすごく優しい2人。
優しい2人。優しいね。
あ、これ満タンですぐ使えるように。
使えるんだ。あ、いいね。
あと両方あるんで、
おお、ありがとうございます。オリジンリアルが
おお、
UR ね。
これはすごそう。
これちゃんと状態も綺麗ですね。
おお
状態も綺麗ですはい。
最高。本当に助かりましたよ。本当に。
じゃあ最後に一言英語で一言言ってみますか。俺が。
どうぞ。
Because people cut down the forest disappearing.
バッチリです。
I wanna make love with you.
ありがとうございます。Alright, so I just traded my mobile battery and a Sendai snack for 2 rare Pokemon cards. The guys said that altogether this is probably worth about 5,000 yen. If they're telling the truth. I don't know, I just decided to trust 2 random people. But if they're, if they're honest people, this is about a 2x value jump. Just in one trade, so so good. Really happy. Next stop, a store to double check the price on these 2 cards.
ちょっとこっちに関してもだいぶ変動しやすいんで、今うちだとこれがだいたい多分800円とか1000円とかぐらいで、こっちが結構お店さんによってはばらつきあるんですけど、2000円から5、6000円ぐらいあればいい方かなって感じです。
すごいですね。あれはなんとコンディションによります。
コンディションによりますね。よかったら使ってください。
ありがとうございます。いつかここまで戻るんで交換しましょう。Since the price of the Dialga can change so much, I decide to head home for the day to look it up online. We are back from a pretty good day trading in Akihabara. I don't know what to say. For the first hour and a half, I couldn't make any trades for my power bank, and I was just kind of getting a small thing here and a small thing there. And it really didn't feel like it was gonna amount to much, but we got these 2 Pokemon cards from 2 guys at the same time, just outside on the street. One is Origin Palkia, and the other is Paldea Students, I guess. I don't know what the English translation is. They're both Japanese cards. So this is, you're looking at maybe 3,800 yen for these 2 cards. I can't believe I was able to trade for these just on the street. I think from now on, though, we might have to go with going to stores, at least for Pokemon cards, because, man, if trying to trade somebody a portable battery was that difficult, I can't imagine trying to, convince people that these Pokemon cards are worth anything to people who don't know Pokemon just on the street. So we're gonna have to think of some new strategies to trade these bad boys, but we're up in value. Charizard seems like a pretty lofty goal. We're 10% of the way there already. 10, 5, 3%. Even though the Charizard is worth a lot more, the point is we're making great progress. I felt it today. I felt the magic, man, throughout talking with 30, 40 people, getting rejected a bunch of times, getting ignored a bunch of times, and then we got a really, really solid trade. And, if that's what it takes, I know I can do that. This is Tokyo. It's got 35 million people. I only talked with 40 of them today, and I already got twice my value. If I talk with 200 people, can I 4x my value from there? Who knows? Watch out to see next time what I get up to. It's probably going to involve some Pokemon card stores. I'll see you in the next one.